Respect, not your genuine love, respect page. I truly appreciate the time to the genuine ones only. I hope your day's coming along well so far. I truly appreciate your time. Have a safe week and protect your energy because not everybody's having your time. You know, when you're a child of God and you're misled by the enemy will allow you to believe to give up on yourself, to live in fear and be discouraged. God did not install those tools within you. God installed self-awareness, self-respect, self-healing, self-control, self-discipline, self-care, self-value, self-worth, self-peace, self-patience, self-love, self-confidence, and healthy boundaries so you can elevate and become your best self version of yourself. Regardless to what trauma was endured within you from a child point of view, being sexually assaulted, dealing with discrimination, dealing with people overlooking you, abandoning you, not taking your kindness for weakness. You know, you put a name to your book. Dealing with trauma on top of trauma from your childhood going to your adulthood, dealing with trauma on top of trauma, dealing with toxic relationships, dealing with toxic family members. You put a name to your book. You know, when you overlooked, it allows you to feel like you're not worthy of yourself. But God did not install those tools within you. You're having a misunderstanding self-day with yourself, and you have to find balance within balance to show up for yourself today. To understand the assignment that God did not give up on you. God allows you to see another day for a reason. God is patient with your process so you can become your best self version of yourself. You know, just because someone doesn't understand what you're going through right now, it's not meant for them to understand. But when God sends genuine, authentic people into your life to genuinely respect you for who you truly are and genuinely love you for who you truly are, those are the ones that's not going to psych out your thought process, loving your freedom or your pockets at the end of the day. They're going to actually value your time and respect you for who you truly are. You know, it's no competition when dealing with God. And it's no competition when it starts with healing. And I say that respectfully because when it starts with healing, you got to go deep within. Regardless to what trauma was endured within you. Dealing with trauma, healing is not easy. It's not. It's not an overnight process. If it was an overnight process, I know you wish you could wake up the next day and be like, you know what? The problems that I felt within, the trauma that I felt within, I would generally be at peace without having to fake gaslight somebody at the end of the day. But it's not happening like that, unfortunately. But to start the inner work is choosing your best self vision first. And to understand the assignment, you have to remove certain people from around you to elevate to become your best self vision of yourself. So when God starts to remove certain people from out of your life, and when God sees those private conversations that's having private conversations with your name on it, and it was not the conversation that God was approving of, when God removes those people out of your life, it's for a reason. So you can elevate and become your best self vision of yourself. When it starts with healing, you got to be true to yourself. With change comes growth, with growth comes true self-awareness. To have genuine self-awareness, you have to be in tune with yourself to understand the assignment that you're not wearing a mask. You understand the assignment within when it starts with healing. To understand healing, you have to respect yourself. And to respect yourself, you got to genuinely understand the value of self-awareness. To know your genuine self-worth. When it starts with healing, you can't have one foot in one door, one foot in the other door, and wearing a mask. It's not going to make sense. You will only sit there and psych your own self out your own thought process, trying to become your best self vision of yourself. It won't make sense. And never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or personal intentions allow you to believe when it starts with healing, it would never be an overnight process. But choosing your best self first, to show up for yourself, to elevate, became priority. Became a first priority for you. You can't help everybody else if you're not good within. And I say that respectfully. It's not going to make sense in your book because all you're doing is putting this on top of this, on top of this. Everything starts to pile up because everybody's problems become your problems and you haven't dealt with yours. And you know, when you're the strong person, you can't be the strong person all the time. Because you need to find that balance when someone comes in and shows you, like, listen, I got your back today, but you need to take a little weight off of your shoulder today so you can find yourself to know that you have genuine people around you. But when you don't have genuine people around you and they just draining your energy and then they showing up days where you're saying to yourself and saying, like, hold on, what am I doing around you? You're not for me. And I got to reevaluate myself. Like, no disrespect, but you're not for me. When you start to reevaluate your thought process and say to yourself is, yo, I just want to become my best self vision of myself. It's nothing personal when it comes to certain people being in my life right now. I have to put me first. I would love to take care of everybody, But I have to put me first right now so I can be mentally well with me. I can't half-step myself to be there for everybody else, and I'm not at peace with myself. You're only making yourself sick. Then this is how problems start to create with health problems. Depression, anxiety, PTSD. You put a name to your book. Even sicknesses. It goes from a headache to something spreading through your body. And you'll be surprised what starts to spread through your body. All because depression, anxiety, overwhelming your body. And you're not putting the proper work for you to put yourself first. Because at the end of the day, when it's time to say night-night to you, at the end of the day, no disrespect, everybody else still goes on with their life. Everybody still have to pick up their own problems and figure it out for themselves once you're gone. And I say that respectfully. So you have to put your best self vision first. Because God allows you to become your best self vision of yourself when you least expect it. God did not give up on you. God never gave up on you. God never overlooked you. God allows you to become your best self vision of yourself when you choose your best self vision of yourself. To understand the assignment within the assignment that God got your back. Yeah, they gave up on you. They overlooked you. They took your kindness for weakness. They used you. They abused you. They disrespected you when they wanted to. They didn't understand themselves. Now they want to come back around, but God closed that door for a reason. Because God closed that door for a reason, now it gives you time to understand your steps was already ordered to start your healing process to, find peace within. To sit down and actually understand your own thought process. To how to allow it to develop properly. It wasn't developing properly before because you thought you were supposed to take care of everybody else at one time and you wasn't taking care of yourself. How could you possibly take care of everybody else when you're not taking care of yourself? You're not eating properly. You're not on your diet how you want to be on your diet. Then you're drinking. Then you're doing all these substances. You put a name to your book. Now you're stopping your growth from elevating, becoming your best self vision of yourself. You're stopping your own development to stop your growing expansion for yourself to grow. And you need to grow every single day. You outgrow the old ways when you choose to. When you choose your best self vision of yourself, you're not going to be the same person you were 6 months ago when you're elevating, becoming your best self vision of yourself. And when you develop these thoughts in your head to become your best self vision of yourself, because God's going to guide you to better days ahead. To understand the sign within itself that when it comes to healing, it's not going to be easy. It's not. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not. But when God sends you the right people into your life, honor and respect them. They're not here to be against you. They're not here to use you. They're not here to disrespect your process or throw in your face what you've been through, because that's what people do. And getting in tune with healing, no money in this world will ever be able to identify when it starts with genuine healing within. And I say that respectfully. No pain prescription, no prescription pill, no doctor telling you something and they going through their own personal problems and they projecting their problems on you at the end of the day. It ain't going to make sense. But with God's patience, with God's guidance, and when God sends the right people into your life, God got your back for a reason when it starts with healing. I say that respectfully. So when you tune into yourself the healthy way, God's going to guide you to better days ahead. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Protect your energy, because not everybody's ready for your time. They're not. Just because someone gave up on you, don't give up on yourself. Just because someone overlooked you, don't give up on yourself. You are genuinely loved by all the right people. You are genuinely respected by all the right people. Aim to be treated with respect 365 days with no malicious intention of being harm to yourself and others around you. Never allow the enemy or hate in disguise or personal malicious intentions psych your thought process under your freedom, because you are worthy and you matter. They will sit here and fake gaslight you, act like so into and God, and the whole entire time they trying to bring harm towards you, psych your thought process under your freedom in your pockets, because they have malicious intentions. So protect your energy, because not everybody's ready for your time. God did not install within you to give up or live in fear or be discouraged. God installed patience with you because God allows you to live for a reason. I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Protect yourself, love yourself, and respect your neighbor in a healthy way. Respectfully, I truly appreciate your time to the genuine ones only. Have a good day, have a safe week. Love yourself with God's protection for every direction. Now you genuine love, respect. Have a good day. Respect.